Hey, what's up everybody? It's Havoc. Welcome back to the channel. Do I have a good one for you today? We are going to unbox and take a look at the new 60% keyboard from Logitech G, the Pro X60 Lightspeed. Take a look at that right over there. Let's get into it. Alrighty, before we get into this, just to let you know, Logitech G did send this to me to unbox. We have the first ever 60% keyboard from Logitech G. They work with a bunch of esports professionals over the last couple of years to create this keyboard to be specifically for the Pro Series. You can see here I have the magenta version and I have the tactile keys. I really do like the tactile keys in most all of my Logitech G keyboards. We'll take a look at the box here. Has Pro X60 Lightspeed, magenta, like we talked about. Typical Logitech box, nothing out of the ordinary. Talks about some of their esports brands they work with there. On the bottom side is all the kind of technical specs, etc. We're gonna go through this pretty quick because we want to see what's inside the box. So I love Logitech packaging because they make it really easy to open the products. So we'll go ahead and get it opened all the way here. This also says cases included. So I want to see what that is. Logitech's been including on the Pro Series little cases for the hard side cases for the keyboard. So I'm really digging that for you to be able to put it like in a backpack or something for travel. So let's go ahead and open it up here. Here we go. Boom. Hard-sided case there. I like that. So before I crack open the case here, I want to talk real quick about what I want to do in this video. So we're going to open it up. We're going to take a look at the keyboard itself, some of the features, and then we're going to go into G Hub and I'll show you how to configure some of the keys, macros and stuff. Yep, there's going to be macros. Finally, let's go Logitech G. Okay, nice hard-sided case. I like it. It's small. This is going to be perfect for travel. I'm working on a new project here with Logitech G. Like we said in the past, they are a partner of mine and they are partnering with me on a new concept that I'm developing here. There'll be a video on it soon. So just make sure you're subbed to the channel so you can kind of keep up on that. So let's open this up. We first have our Logitech G branded paper. If you also have the Pro Lightspeed mouse, what you can do here with this Lightspeed 2-to-1 is one USB dongle will work for both the keyboard and the mouse. So less things to keep track of. That's clutch. You will need G Hub, so make sure you go to logitechg.com/G Hub. Let's go ahead and take the keyboard out. We're not going to unwrap it just yet. We have directions here. We're not going to look at the directions because that's not what a Havoc does. I never look at the directions unless I really have to. We have a USB-C cable. Once again, I am glad Logitech G is continuing to include USB-C cables for charging their devices or hooking them up to computers. We have a magenta escape key. And then we have a USB-C dongle here that says Pro X60 on here. What I really like what Logitech's been doing in the past few generations of their products is that they've been writing on the USB dongle what it goes to, what product it goes to. So you're not trying to guess what does this go to. So that's really nice. You can pop this out and just use the USB dongle into the computer, or you can use the adapter. And what that'll do is allow you to plug the USB-C cable here, extend it, you plug the other end into your computer, and you can maybe move this receiver a little closer to where you need it, if for some reason it doesn't reach to where you want. And that's it for the case. This is actually really nice. It's kind of felt, and it feels like it's not going to scratch your keyboard or anything, so that's really clutch. Let's go ahead and put this stuff back. I'm going to keep these two out because we might need those. We'll go ahead and put the hard case aside. Because I really do like the hard cases. We'll unwrap the key. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Wow. 60%. That is like the perfect travel size keyboard. Obviously, if you're an esports pro, you're traveling a ton, going to different competitions, different events. you might want to stream in your hotel room as you're traveling. This is going to be really great to throw in the backpack because it doesn't take up a lot of space. And for me personally, what I'm already seeing a great use for it is in my mobile bag for my travel trailer. So when I do my streams in the summer when I'm camping, this is great to set up on like the dining room table. It doesn't take a lot of room in the RV. So liking that. So you can see we have all of our pretty much standard keyboard keys. We are missing a bit though. We don't have arrows. Obviously we don't have the number pad. Do we have page up and down? Does not look like it. We actually do. I just found them. So I don't think the camera can pick this up. Maybe it can. But on the underside of the keys, you can kind of see it here. You see additional keys. And what those are is you're going to hold down a function button, which is this FN button right here. And then when you do that, you can click on the key and it will do the alternate of that key. So for example, the 1 here is also F1. So if I needed to push F1, I would hold down function and hit F and hit the number 1 because that's the F1 key. And example is I have a page up and page down. So this L is page up, the semicolon and colon is page down. So I would hit function L for page up, etc. I said we don't have arrow keys. We actually do have arrow keys. M is left, comma is down, period is right, and K is up. So we'd hold down function and push those if we need the arrow keys for some reason. We do have play and pause functionality. Those are also built into the function keys. Again, you're not going to be able to see this really well in the camera, but you'll do function and then it's your media keys are these 4 here, OP and the brackets. On the back, or top of the keyboard, I should say, we have our power switch. We have a USB-C connector. We have the Bluetooth connector, and then we have the USB Lightspeed connector. What's pretty great about the Logitech keyboards of late is you can use them on different devices. So what I mean by that is if I have the, let's say the USB dongle plugged into my gaming computer, I could just press that button right there, and I'm now using the keyboard on my gaming computer. But let's say I wanted to use the keyboard on my streaming computer, I could hit the Bluetooth button right here, and if I had this synced to the Bluetooth on my streaming computer, I am then now using the keyboard on my streaming computer. So one keyboard, multiple devices. That's one thing I'm really loving about the Logitech G keyboards is it's less peripherals on my desk to run my computers. So again, you can run Lightspeed or you can run Bluetooth. All depends on you. Another great thing to take on the road. Over on this side, what do we have here? Oh, we have a game mode. So we can turn game mode on and off. If you don't know what that does, the main thing is it'll disable the Windows key if you're in game mode. So if you're really in a hardcore session and you accidentally hit the Windows button, usually that'll shrink the game or minimize the game and go back to the Windows desktop. So that'll disable the Windows desktop. In G Hub, you can also set it to do other things. It's not just disabling the Windows key. On the left side, we have a volume rocker. So if you want to raise and lower the volume of the keyboard, you can do that. Perfect. I'm glad we have that. Nothing on that side. And then the bottom, we have our typical flip up. So you can risers there on your keyboard. There are little rubber pads on these sections. So your keyboard is that stays in place really well. Sorry, shaking so well, shaking the desk and the camera shaking. Sorry about that. And then what I love about this too is there's storage for the USB key. So you're not going to lose this. What you can do is you'll pop it out and then slide the USB key right in there. So now you can just toss it back in the case, or if you don't want to use the case, just throw this in your backpack. And when you get to the next computer you need to use, just pop this out the back, plug it in, you're good to go. You don't have to try to hunt down where the dongle went. So love that. Logitech's doing that on their mice too, which is amazing. So I'm gonna pop that back out because we're gonna use it. And then we have the G key up here. If you, for some reason, don't want to use the G key, you can pop the escape key back on. And at first I thought there was blemishes here on the key. You can't see it. I tried to scratch it, but it's actually the tilde. It's actually what it's supposed to be. I didn't realize almost all of the keys here had different functionality. So loving that. Let's go ahead and turn on the keyboard. Power switch. Lights up. A little hard to see with my lighting here in my room. Let me see if we can turn it off and we can see here. There you go. Now you can see that a little better. You can see right here it's trying to connect to LightSync. Go over Bluetooth, trying to connect to Bluetooth. As I mentioned earlier, I have the tactile keys because that's just what I enjoy when it comes to the Logitech products. So let me go ahead and bring this up a little closer to the microphone so you can kind of hear what it sounds like. It has the really nice clicky sound that you would expect out of a gaming keyboard, especially than the Pro Series. Here we are back at the desktop. We got G Hub open, and I have the Pro X60 plugged in via the Lightspeed adapter. And as you can see, G Hub automatically finds it. It knows I have the magenta layout. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we can do with the Pro X60 in G Hub. Right here, we have to activate custom assignment. We can make custom assignment layers, dynamic lighting, onboard memory. Let's go into the device. When you first set it up, it's going to go through and give us an overview. So let's take a look here. Game mode on the side we talked about. Next here, we have connectivity. So we talked about we can use the one dongle for 2 devices. So as it says here, performance, speed, reliability, play and win with the tournament tested performance of Lightspeed wireless and easy to connect your supported mouse and keyboard with a single adapter. Click next, LightSync. Let's create dynamic lighting, animations, interactions based on activities with LightSync. You can pair compatible devices and sync their effects. We can do fixed. We're going to leave it here. Assignments. You modify how your keyboard functions with assignments. This is something new with this keyboard, and it's pretty great because, as we talked about, we're going to be able to do little macros and set buttons to do different things, to where if we're missing those keys that we really use on a full size or a 10 keyless keyboard, we can get those back. Well, next, and then profiles, activities, you can assign settings, applications, the profiles, activities. The first setting we have here is LightSync, and right now it's set for Windows settings. To configure LightSync, disable dynamic in Windows settings. Let's go ahead and do that. We're going to disable dynamic. And now we have a bunch of settings that we can do specifically for the keyboard. If we didn't want to have this kind of white color, maybe we wanted to go purple, we can choose any of the color rainbow here that we really want. Blue looks kind of cool. We'll do blue. We have freestyle. So what freestyle is going to do is it's going to allow you to set different keys to be a different color. So what I want to do is we'll do color here, and I want to do the WASD keys, let's say a different color. So I'm going to hold down Shift, WASD. I want those to really pop and show in the keyboard. So if for some reason at night I can't really see them, I want those to stick out really different than the rest of the keys. So on those ones, let's go green. So now you can see the WASD keys are a different color, and you can do that with any of the keys you want. So something really cool there with the freestyle, and you can create different profiles. So if you want to have, that's my default. If I wanted to have one specifically for maybe video editing, so I create an Adobe Premiere one. Next up on the list, we have remapping our keys. So this will go through an overview with us. We can remap any of the keys. Simply select a different key you want to remap, change that assignment. So as it says here, it is possible to assign a maximum of 5 custom assignments to a single key. So each key can have up to 5 different commands assigned to it. That's really cool. And then add modifiers and event types. So you can add different modifiers like shift, control, etc. And event types, you press and hold to your liking for different assignments. Then activate your custom assignments. You have the option to enable and disable your custom assignments by using the custom assignments shortcuts key or from within G Hub. I said custom assignments a lot in that little section. And then changing layers. You can add assignments to different layers, behaviors. G-Shift layer is a powerful way to quickly access an entire layer of custom assignments. So let's go ahead and go next here. Let's party. Now we want to assign the G Shift button to a key on the keyboard. What I'm going to do is I'm going to assign it to the right control key because I pretty much never touch that key. So we can do a couple things here. We can click on the G and then click on a key, or we can just click on a key and go remap to G Shift. So our G Shift key is now the right control key. We can see here, it automatically popped in a new default settings 1 profile. And then for custom assignments, to get into that area, all we have to do is hold down function and A, and that'll enable our custom assignments. So we'll do function A, and you can see it popped up in Windows, custom assignments enabled for the Pro X60. So we're gonna have all the things going here. We're not going to do anything with the function layer right now. Now what we can do is that we have the option here to search for presets. So if you have a bunch of presets you created, you can easily search for them here. To choose them, you can go browse community for presets. So as the keyboard gets out into the community, people are making their own custom curated presets for this keyboard. You could download those and use those in your keyboard. You can also create your own custom preset. You can rename the preset. So we'll do this and we'll call it Havoc's preset. You can duplicate it. We can share it. So upload it to the marketplace for people to get, delete it. This is reset it. We click on the next option down, that is game mode. And what we'll do here is we can set the keys that we want to be disabled when we turn on game mode. By default, we have the Windows Start button and the Windows right click button are automatically disabled. And that's the default gaming setting that comes from G-Hub. If you want to create your own, you can just click on any key or click the plus here to create your own custom preset. Let's say we wanted the backspace key to also be disabled. All we have to do is click on it, and G-Hub creates a new custom mapping for us with the backspace key disabled. And you can see at the bottom here, keys disabled by you, keys disabled by default, and then keys that cannot be modified. So a really, really nice setup to where you can customize all the keys that you want to be disabled just by sliding the rocker on the right side of the keyboard for game mode. And those are some of the really cool basic things you can do in G-Hub with the Pro X60 Lightspeed. I'm going to create another video where we really drill down on what you can do in each of the layers, the base layer, the function layer, and the G-Shift layer, and how to easily switch between those layers while you're gaming. So once again, a big shout out to Logitech G for sending this over for us to unbox and show to you all. Super excited for the first 60% keyboard from Logitech G. If you like this video, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell so you know when the next one drops. Also, head over to my Discord at discord.gg/havoc. I'm in the process of creating some new channels and organizing, and we're really going to start building that community up. So once again, discord.gg/havoc. And if you're looking to pick up this keyboard, head over to logi.gg/havoc, and you can use code HAVOC10 to save you a little money. Until next time, stay safe, have fun, and keep doing good.